of Fred and Sarah is indeed a story of the endurance of the human spirit. It is about a deep commitment to a shared and common humanity and a belief that an injury to one is in fact an injury to all. Mostly it is a story of thousands upon thousands of ordinary South Africans and people from other parts of the world who joined together in a quest for a free, non-racial and equal society. When Fred and Sarah returned from exile in the early 90s, I was privileged to interact closely with them, both politically and socially. But a bit more about that later. For now, I'm just happy to be sitting with Lynne Carneson, the eldest of the children of Fred and Sarah, who is the curator of this exhibition and author of Red in the Rainbow, to ask her a few questions about this exhibition.
Later assassinated.
Greetings, Lynne.
Greetings.
Why did you create this exhibition?
I created this for two reasons. The first was, before my father died, he asked if I could tell his story and my mother's story, because he thought it was a good story. It was also to honor all of those who willingly sacrificed their lives for the greater good. The second reason was that I found recently that many young people don't know much about apartheid at all, and they are not aware that their identities and the freedom that they have now were deeply connected with these people sacrificing themselves for the generations that came after them.
Thanks, Lynne. Can you tell us what's the overall purpose of the exhibition?
The purpose of the exhibition is going to be on the stairs as you come up, which is their story, your past, means what? Your choice, our future. And at the end of the exhibition, it asks the visitor, what now? And we hope that the impact will be great because we invite them to walk with us through the history of the Carnesons during that period.
That is so powerful and inspirational. Tell me, Lynne, why did you choose this particular design for the exhibition?
I realized that writing a book was not enough. Many people have a greater experience when they see visuals, when they are actually at installations, when they hear voices. And so I chose a multimedia design so that we could get the greatest impact. People were defiant, and that feeling of defiance, like we're not going to be messed around by anybody, was riveting. And the Freedom Charter came out of the Congress movement, which came from every racial group that there was, to actually ask people what kind of future they wanted to live in South Africa.
23rd April 1966. Lynne dear, sitting among people again, seeing Mum every day, had reawakened and sharpened my longing for human company. My cell seems smaller and lonelier than ever. It will be good when the trial is over and done. Down the passage, not 10 paces from where I sit on my bed, are 5 condemned men waiting to be taken to Pretoria. Each is in a separate cell with their outer door open. They talk to each other and frequently sing in harmony. One is a fine, true tenor. Their songs are sad to hear. Some are mournful, some sentimental, and others decidedly gay. They are surprisingly young, these men, yet each guilty of callous, cold-blooded murders. They seem indifferent to their fate and often laugh and joke with the warders who keep 24-hour watch over them. At the moment they are singing a song to the tune of Old Ireland, I cannot catch all the words, but the refrain goes something like this. Have you ever been across to Robben Island? You can sit and see the moon rise over Cape Town and see the sun go down on Table Mountain. A prisoner's song this, and very moving. I find it hard to keep the tears from my eyes. When I think of those young men, I peel back the short years and see them as children and curse the things that turn them from the path of life. That letter was never received.
Real democratic vote in South Africa that I voted, and we won the battle.
You would not be here if you weren't friends. And what the story of Sarah and Fred is the story of many, many others in this country that fought for the freedom of South Africa. But there is so much to be done. And at our age, we cannot continue. So it is up to the younger people to pick up the back button and to continue the fight to see that we have no poverty and no unemployment. And that is what the aim of the young people must be. And it's not going to be an easy struggle. It's going to be tough. But toughness is in all of us. And that is what we must fight for. So I salute the young people and all. I know that they will continue the struggle. And for the people of my generation, there were many, many of us. Otherwise, we would not have what the freedom that we enjoy today. Thank you.